Look at that. How beautiful is that? It's a bit overgrown, but this is where we come for a brew. Right guys, I'm going to have a much around, see if I can find a spot for a brew. Yeah, I'm going to find a spot around here somewhere. See if there's anywhere out of the rain. Mind you, it's not raining as such, it's only spitting. Well, I'm on a bit of a super micro brew. A really short outing just to de-stress. Here's a good spot here. Here's a nice spot right next to the river, and the river's really gentle. It runs down there. This is the River Lugg. You've heard me mention the river on numerous occasions. I say it's one of my favourites. It's one of only 3 on my doorstep. That's the Lugg, the Froome, and obviously the Wye. But yeah, I know this river well. So I'm just going to park up here and make a brew. And give a shout out to some people. I've been thinking about some of you guys on YouTube, and as I make a brew, I'll endeavour to remember as many as I can. Just a quick word about YouTube, about my time on YouTube. I haven't always got it right, my means of communication. But you know, you endeavour, you do your best. I can hear a kingfisher. I can hear a kingfisher coming down the river. Amazing. Yeah, I haven't always got it right. You know, it's been a kind of a love-hate thing, YouTube. I've really enjoyed making the videos and sharing them. And then on the other hand, I think I'm frustrated by, I would say, the sheer amount of effort it takes some people to get noticed. I mean, I've noticed some people, and that's their good fortune, that have been on YouTube a matter of months, right? And there are thousands of views on their channel, hundreds of subscribers, fantastic comments, really friendly, real swell. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think to myself, now what are these people doing that I'm not doing? I'm not too sure. I say me, but it's not just me. I mean, the Wye Explorer is my brother as well, Paul. And I suppose that's got something to do with it, because Paul is always in the background. You never really get to see Paul. It's always me, Mark, doing the videos and engaging with you guys. So that's possibly got something to do with it. Paul's got some stuff coming up this next couple of months. He's got the Langorse Big Swim again in the Brecon Beacons, which he's been training hard for. And I've not done much filming actually, but he's been doing a lot of open water swimming. I'll endeavour to get some film of him training. He's going well, he's doing some good times. He's also entering the World Bog Snorkeling Championships, which is right out there in mid Wales. So that should be fun. So on both those occasions Paul will feature. That's in, well, Langos is in September, and I think the bog snorkeling is in August. So that should be fun. I've become aware, back to YouTube, I've become aware of some amazing things in this country. It's an awesome tool to share what's here in our environment, and we get ideas as to what to experience, what to explore, where to explore. There are tips, there's advice, there's knowledge, there's fun, there's humour, there's music, there's art. There's all manner of stuff going on. And of course the Wye Explorer is just a tiny contribution to that. In that sense, YouTube is brilliant. We're making a contribution, and I'm becoming aware of the narrative, who I am, where my place is on YouTube. It's been a while trying to find my place on YouTube, but I'm getting there. Alright, because I'm not a bushcrafter as such, you see. I'm not here to dispense advice and knowledge as far as that is concerned. I'm exploring a river, the River Wye. I'm hiking it, I'm bivvying it, I'm wild camping it, I'm meeting the people, I'm swimming it. I guess what I could do is upload more information as to where these places are, the routes, what to experience. But then again, that's all down to experience, isn't it? So I'm improving as I go along. If there's anything you guys want to know, if there's anything I can impart to you with regards to the Wye catchment, which is huge, it's 4,000 square kilometres, and it's made up of mountains, the Black Mountains, the Cambrian Mountains, the lower Wye Valley, all the gorges and the valleys down there. You've got the Herefordshire Plains, there's Mid Wales, awesome. So yeah, what with its tributaries and its sub-tributaries, it's an awesome river. And we found some amazing places, which is what the Wye Explorer was about. That was the whole point of it, was to share with you this river in its totality. Alright, I think I've said enough, I think. Perhaps I've missed one or two bits, but hey, you do. I'm going to get and make this brew and think about my friends on YouTube who I admire and who I want to give a shout out to. Alright, brew. Never too much water when you're mixing powdered milk. It will just go lumpy. That's what you want. Kind of a paste. Too much water and you don't get that paste. Well, here's a shout out for you. Here's to Bro Nature, otherwise known as Matt, or Matt, otherwise known as Bro Nature. Check out his channel. He's the guy that carved me this knife. Knife, should I say spoon. So if you'd like a spoon, such as this one, go to Bro Nature. Now, once you've created the paste, add more water. Another shout out would be to my good friend in the Philippines, Carl, otherwise known as Carl the Brit in the Philippines. Check out his channel. A wonderful guy, very friendly and very supportive. Hiya Carl. Hope your day's going well, mate. Another wonderful chap who I've had the pleasure of on YouTube, and that is Tim, otherwise known as Saved Purple Cat. Hiya Tim, hope your day is going well, buddy. Hope the family is good. I think of Jules, otherwise known as Steinway Goat. Hey Jules, over there in America, in the United States, in those big mountains, in that wonderful place you live. Hope your goats are good. The river here is just absolutely gorgeous, I love it. It's just gently flowing by. The River Wye, I think of Noakes Walker. His name is Dave. Check out his channel. There are so many more. There's Angela at Drassan over there in Germany. There's Eddie. What is it? Scott's Wild Camper up there in Scotland. Hi Eddie. I've not made it up to Scotland yet, but I will do one day. There's Carl, outdoor adventurer. Hiya Carl. Just making a brew. The rolling boil is coming. Well, the rolling boil is there already. I didn't put that much water in it. I do like the flame though, so I'll keep the flame going. This is all off the top of my head. Blimey. There's Spencer in the United States. Hiya Spence. I forget your channel name there, bro. KC Vids. That's it, KC Vids. He's a wonderful guy. Check him out. There's Tim at Tanks. What is it? Tanks Track Bushcraft. Now that guy knows what he's doing with regards, how can I say, primitive survival techniques. He's a wonderful supportive man too. Check his channel out. I'm going to get this brew going, and if I think of any more, I'll let you know. Alright. Cheers to you everyone. Let me just do an om for this wonderful nature. Yeehaw! That's it, that's my prayer for the day. Take my hat off so I can talk to you guys. It's been a while since I've talked or shared some thoughts. I've recently been through a really tough time. You wouldn't know it on the other side of YouTube, but it was touch and go more times than I can count. I tried to get out as much as I could, but you know, the hard times were that heavy that I was often kind of rooted to the spot. But you know, the times I did get out were absolutely wonderful, and that just reminds me that, you know, getting out and about, getting outdoors is most definitely my elixir for life. There's no other way. You know, when I see other people out there on YouTube who are no doubt similar, it's their elixir for life. They need it. There's no other way for them, you know. I think of Stuart up there in Scotland. What was it? Scottish Wanderer. Hiya Stuart, hope you're well, mate. You know, evidently the outdoors means a lot to him, as it does to Sinclair. Was it Pathfinder? I forget the full name now, Sinclair. But you and Eddie, class act. Yeah, there are lots and lots of people who are trying out there. I watched a video recently by Richie Outdoors, and he was hiking the Ridgeway down there in the south, and that was a thoroughly enjoyable video. Hey, there's a kingfisher, just flew right past. That was amazing. Wow, that's giving me a shiver. That's awesome. Hey, kingfisher. Fantastic. There you go, Rich. I mentioned you, mate, and your wonderful hike down the Ridgeway there, and a kingfisher flies by. Now that's a good omen in my book. Brilliant blue turquoise. Now, people think the colour turquoise in relation to the kingfisher is the result of the pigment in its feather, and it's not. It's the result of sunlight. So the kingfisher, otherwise known as Alcedoatis, is most definitely a solar powered bird. Awesome, man. It's actually it's a tropical migrant, the kingfisher, Alcedoatis. It's not actually native to the UK. It migrated here thousands of years ago. So yeah, it found its way into the northern hemisphere somehow, and it has successfully colonised the UK. It actually forms the logo to our business, the Turquoise Sound Company, which was named after the kingfisher. After spending many days, weeks, months on the river, meditating, recovering, because we were former addicts many years ago. It was a tough time, and we used to hear the kingfisher before seeing it fly low in resolute flight above the river. And both Paul and I used to go, there's a kingfisher somewhere. course, you couldn't see it until it flew by with its electric blue turquoise feathers. And that's where the Turquoise Sound Company came from. Our hope with the Turquoise Sound Company is to raise the finances this coming year and to stage some of the most fabulous concerts and events celebrating the great outdoors there are, or you would likely to find, in the outdoor scene in the United Kingdom. There are some magnificent events, but basically, our events, or what we envisage, essentially aim to celebrate nature, outdoors, camping, wilderness, friendship, art, and all through music as the platform. Yeah. And that, guys, was part of the Wye Explorer. That's how we started the Wye Explorer project. We envisaged the Wye catchment as a place in which to stage these events. And of course, you can't stage an event in a certain environment without first knowing what that environment is about. So we started hiking the tributaries, finding the sources, documenting them. And it's turned into a really magnificent adventure. We've discovered lots about the River Wye, and it is a thoroughly magnificent river, made up of a whole diverse array of terrain. And the kingfisher there just reminded me of that, you know, to share it with you. Yeah, that was a good sighting, that. So good on you, Rich. You just came into my mind there, and the kingfisher showed itself. Yeah, I'm never too clear on how long to speak for, or as to whether or not you guys are interested in what I've got to say. I mean, I've had a very unconventional life. If you'd seen me 10 years ago, I was a completely different guy altogether. My clothes stank. I smelt like I was rotting, you know. A lot of my time was spent on the street. It was hardcore. My friends were, you know, heroin addicts, crack addicts, alcoholics, prostitutes, thieves, you know, mentally infirm, all wonderful people, but I couldn't stay there. If I stayed there, I wouldn't have had long left. I was hurting myself, so something had to give, you know. I had to stop putting the junk into me, so that's exactly what I did. I mean, I failed. I tried and I failed a lot of times. But one morning I can remember waking up after a volatile night's sleep, again on the sofa, and I made my mind up. I made my mind up there and then, as I say, after many failures, never to put anything harmful into my body again. I had no room for it. I couldn't fit any more into me. I'd spent the best part of my adult life, you know, high, completely tripped out of my head, you know. My food came out of bins. I ate out of bins, city bins and skips. You know, I was a tramp. Doesn't look like it now. But you know, people speak of survival, and they're all sharing these survival skills. And I think of Survival Lily and people like that. And you know, I've got opinions, you know, because I've lived life. I've survived for real. I mean, for real. Not pretend, you know. It was hard out there. It was tough. I met some of the best and I met some of the worst. And I learned how to survive. I knew where to get my food from. I knew where to get my money from. I knew where not to go. I knew who not to get involved with. You know, these are things you learn, you know, it's survival. You know, because it's rough out there and people, you know, they'll take the clothes off your back if you're not looking. So, I've survived on another different level altogether. And again, this is where the Wye Explorer project came into being. It was most definitely an outlet we needed in order to survive, in order to get better, in order to heal, in order to detoxify. You know, the long hikes, 3-4 days, the longest we've done is 6 days. They were most definitely a way of rinsing out all the negativity, you know. So yeah, I mean, all due respect to people practicing survival skills and this, that and the other, and the successes that they enjoy, what I see often is not survival. I see people kind of fantasizing about it in a way. You know, they drive their car to a certain point and they're never too far away from the home, if you like. So, but you know, who am I to speak? I mean, well, I'm somebody who has lived that raw end of life, and there are many out there that have, and if you're listening, you probably resonate, and if you resonate, get in touch, you know, make a comment, well, not a comment, express your thoughts, you know, let us know what you think. We always get back, we always respond. Meanwhile, I'm still sat next to the river, which is helping me think. It's a beautiful life. I never thought so once upon a time. I never thought I'd make it out, you know. I really didn't think I'd make it out, and I've lost so many good friends. So many good friends have gone prematurely, that were close to me, you know, that were my best pals. They're dead now, you know, so I've been bereaving, I've been, you know, mourning their loss too throughout this whole process. But you know, coming out, I'm reminded time and again how beautiful life is. You know, the simple pleasure of just sitting next to this river here, and what that gives me, and what that gives my brother Paul. Well, it's almost, you almost haven't got words for it, but there are words for it. I would say one word that springs to mind, ascension, you know, ascending those realities which really, really can cripple you if you allow it to. So, you know, nature, beauty, and nature, mind you, I'm going now, nature, mind you, is predatorial. Let's not forget that, you know. The nature of nature is predatorial. But then again, there is beauty. Visually, you know, we look at things and visually it's pleasing. And that's good for your body. The different shapes and the forms and the things that we experience via our retina. That is wonderful. Good for you. And loads of you guys out there, that's what you're doing. You're experiencing this beauty through that retina, you know. Wonderful. Good stuff. Smells, you know. Loads of different smells. Breeze, wind, shape. Caressing me as I sit here now. It's all wonderful. So yeah, we're blessed. But as I say, there are things in life that can blind you. You know, like with me, my brother, drugs, drink. How we got there is another story. I'll perhaps tell it one day. But yeah, let go, experience life. And that's what the Wye Explorer project is about. It's not just about the River Wye, it's about life. It's about getting strong, it's about feeling strong, it's about ascending, rising above depression, you know. The lighter life, man, the lighter life, that's what we're after. And that's what the outdoors gives us. Well, I think guys, I've said enough. I'll heat up the remainder of this brew and pack up and take a nice slow walk back home. There's a lot said there and I could say so much more. But if you have any thoughts whatsoever, please do not hesitate to share them. Whatever they are. Maybe good, bad, indifferent. Doesn't matter. And if you're the troll stalking me all the time, whenever I upload a video, I say hello to you. How you doing, buddy? I am uncertain as to who you are, but I know you're a subscriber. All I can say is that I'm going to continue uploading videos. So whatever you do does not really affect me. Well, it doesn't affect me at all. So, have a good day. Okay, troll? To everyone else, if you'd like to subscribe, please do. We'd love you on board. We really would. If you'd like to like this, how can I say, this meandering of my mind, then please do. Well, that's about it. Until next time, take good care of yourselves, be well, and get out there and live life. Okay? Take care.